Mic working? Swag. Good evening. The name is Anthony James Kelly, a.k.a. A-Kells, A-K-E-L-L-Z. Don't forget that. Yes. And then, I'm something like a super senior or about to be. I've been at the game, for a long time, and I have a couple of experiences. I'm going to share one that really, sticks to the mind. So, I was in Hayden Library, doing the thing like we all do it, doing the weed out work that the professors give to really get you out the game after your first 2 years. I'm a survivor. Darwinism, I'm out going hard. So I was over there on the computer doing my thing, and then 5 seconds, later into that little righteous speech I gave myself, I went onto Facebook and started refreshing my page for like half an hour, wasting my life. And so what I did was I logged out and decided if I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail hard. So I went to Subway and decided to, indulge in some festivities over there on college or whatever. And then so I went in there, I was like, I don't have a lot of cash flow, but, if I'm going to get a sandwich, I'm going to get a sandwich. So I went in there and got the feast. It's just like foot long, it's special. Has all the meats, all the cheeses, all the things to make all the vegetarians out there real pissed off at me, But it's real cool because I'm not here to make friends. I'm all about that business. So I ordered that bread. I wanted it toasted because, if you don't get it toasted, it gets all soggy. So I was like, all right, let me get that. Let me get that right there. And then I'm sending a text message to my friend or whatever. And then I slowly feel these fingers just creeping all up in my fro. It's like this random girl. I'm like, yo, who is that chick? Oh my God, I ain't never seen her before. And then in my fantasy world, what I did was I turned around, I was like, oh, I just choked that chick, I was like, oh, just holding her. And then she going to the ground and whatnot, doing her thing, she's spazzing, having a seizure or whatever. I'm just looking at her, just, standing there. I'm not Chris Brown, I'm an NGM, next generation male. I'm a gentleman, we do that thing, So what I did was I gave her that etiquette lesson, 101, about 5-minute breakdown about how you approach an African-American male about, touching their hair and whatnot. I was just like, ask politely. If I say yes, then just caress. But if not, then, just dip out, then don't be mad about it. Don't bitch to your friends about me, So I did that. She walked out the door. She gave me the attitude. And then her friend, she had a friend with her. She took the sandwich that I paid for and took a bite out of it. And what boggles my toggle is like, how the hell he see me pay for it and he gave her my sandwich. Redeemed, gave me my sandwich. She had the one that I
Malseno selo da frohan solo. No si camita, si camnito che negase, note, no glasento nega brick.
Oh, swag.
No, Marce, no swag, no nico, chicando, no.
Shloop, shloop bloop, a doopy doopy, a bloopy bloopy.
I'm walking, knocking, Chico, Pito, Ika, ha!
So, ninte cania.
Shloop, doop, boop, coop, loop.
Yeah!
C'est Mario!
Hi. So I was biking down rural the other day, trying to get home from school. And I got stopped at the light at Rural and Apache, which is strange because that light is really long, and I very rarely get stopped there. So I was waiting there, and this rollerblader comes up, and he sloops himself around and stops, and he's like, hi. And I was like, hello. Hey, and yeah, and he was like, wouldn't it be great if we didn't have to stop? I was like, yeah, that would be awesome. And 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 yeah, so I was like, yeah, that would be awesome. But then the light changed and it turned green. And so we could go, and he rollerbladed away so fast and so low to the ground, just like this.
Cuando yo era niña chiquita, mis papás me enseñaron a hablar español. Mis papás me enseñaron a hablar español porque nosotros vivíamos en México, entonces mis papás me enseñaron a hablar español. Pero cuando yo tenía como unos 12 años, nosotros nos mudamos a los Estados Unidos. Entonces tuve que aprender inglés y me enseñaron a hablar inglés. Entonces yo hablaba con todo el mundo inglés. Pero había esta niña que siempre quería hablar español y español y español. Y a mí me caía muy gorda. Porque las otras personas no podían entender lo que nosotros decíamos. Entonces, a mí se me hacía totalmente irrespetuoso que hablábamos español delante de las personas que no hablan español. Entonces, por eso yo hablaba inglés con otras personas. Entonces, ella quería hablar español, pero yo no quería. Por eso, entonces hablo inglés. I grew up speaking Spanish because my parents know how to speak Spanish, but then there was this chick who would always try to speak Spanish to me, and I thought it was really rude and unrespectful because, you know, not everybody speaks Spanish. So that was kind of annoying, so I try to speak English with everyone so we can be more inclusive and we can like all talk to each other. But then she would try and speak Spanish, and that was completely rude.
My grandmother told me about this tradition when I was little. It's about how to bathe in Japan. The person that makes the bath is actually the mom, but the first person that gets to take the bath is the eldest male, or the grandfather usually. And then it's followed by the father, or the next eldest male, and then the sons, eldest to youngest. Then the daughters, eldest to youngest. And the next person in line is actually the eldest female. That's usually the grandmother. And then finally, on the last person on the list is the mom. And then by this time, the bath water is really, really gross. So you have to kind of scoop up the top layer. But that's just the way it is.